Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple: products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. Now, I know I haven't talked on Metro bus drivers before, because I'm like, I felt like I would have remembered that episode. But anyways, yeah, that's what today's episode is about. Metro bus drivers and how they're either blind or just, I don't know, something's not right with them. But anyways, I honestly do believe that they're blind, and I think all Metro bus drivers, except the ones, like, if you see somebody running for the bus, and there's bus drivers that I've like buses that I've caught where the bus driver, they've seen me running from far away distances. They've seen me running, and guess what they do? Guess what they do? Because most likely they've been in my situation before. They stop the bus. So I'm exercising, but I seen the bus. In reality, I actually was just going to the store. But hey, I still consider it exercise if I'm just going and getting me some energy drinks and stuff. So anyways, I see the bus, and so I figure, you know what? I might as well cut this exercise short, or challenge myself and try to beat the bus to the bus stop. Which I did. I'm like, the bus, wasn't even there yet. I was pretty much at the bus stop. I was like, I might have not been standing exactly in front, but I was literally probably 10, 15 feet away from the bus. And how long are Metro buses? If I'm 10, 15 feet away from the bus, how long are Metro buses? Bus service. I'm not looking for how the bus fare. Why is it? How long is a bus? Bro, why do they not see? And then another thing, Google is just stupid. You ask like a simple question. Oh my god, now I got 30 will be 34 feet long. So my thing is that if I'm 15 feet away from the bus stop, if I'm 15 feet away from the bus stop, and the bus is like, they say from 34 to 40 feet long, how come the bus driver didn't stop? Like, I just, it's that type of stuff, that's what angers me, and that's why I'm like, you know what, if I could find a big enough rock, I most likely would have thrown it at the bus. I would have, because I'm like, how do you not? My thing is like, it's daytime right now. It's daytime. It's seriously, this probably happened maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. So it was definitely like 1:40, 1:50 p.m. Not a.m. So I can understand if it's dark outside. And me, I was wearing all black. Literally, the only colorful thing that was on me were my shoes. I was wearing the Yacht Club Vans. You can look those up. But if I'm wearing those Vans, okay, and it's daytime, and I'm wearing all black clothing, I'm saying, like, how do you not see me? That's my question. That's just the question I would like to understand. And that's why I'm like, I question the sight of some bus drivers. And here's the thing. I'm like, I know if I go out on social media and start ranting about this, I know there's going to be those people that you're either friends with or following. And they're all like, oh, well, sometimes bus drivers are on the schedule. I don't care about a schedule. I don't care about what passengers. I don't care about none of that. If you see me, my thing is like, okay, so let's say if there are too many passengers on the bus, you mean to tell me you can't stop the bus and tell me, hey, look, sorry, there's not enough room on the bus, so, I can't take you right now. That would be so understanding. And I'm like, all right, okay, it's cool, man. Like, I ain't tripping about that. See, something like that, I wouldn't trip about. But if you see me running to the bus stop, my thing is like, okay, so let me just explain to you guys, like, this scenario, what happened. So, I'm walking. I see the bus up the street. So, my thing is like the bus driver, he had to see me. He had to see me do a full 180, start sprinting as fast as I could, okay, to the area that he's driving down. So one would think, my thing is like every other bus driver that's seen me do that, because that's happened before, like the bus driver would see me and then they'd just see me just take off running. So my thing is like, you seen me, and every other bus driver, when they've seen me do that, they would stop the bus. So my thing is like, why didn't this bus driver stop? What was his problem? It didn't even look like, my thing is like, it's in the middle of the day. Who is on that bus to where I couldn't have been on that bus? That's the type of stuff that I just don't understand. I'm like, that's why I question some bus drivers. I'm like, do you really need this job? Like, you couldn't have been like no Uber driver, because it seems like you don't like picking up passengers or something. So maybe you shouldn't have taken this job as a bus driver. You should have maybe taken another job. But I don't understand. Like, you will see a person running to the bus. So why are you not stopping? I'm telling you, man, that stuff is annoying. This ain't even the first time this has happened to me. This has happened, and this is why I'm doing this episode, because this has happened to me numerous times in different areas, mainly Seattle. But this was the first time this ever happened in an area that was like, closer to my house and stuff. And I'm like, my thing is like, literally, and especially on this bus, literally there is nobody that is on that bus, especially on how close they were to the transit center. At that bus stop that I was running to, there is nobody, because I've caught that bus numerous times at that bus stop, and there's literally like maybe 3-4 people on that bus at the time. So my thing is like, all of those seats, I would have stood if I would have needed to, if the bus was that crowded. But I know that bus wasn't that crowded. So my thing is like, why didn't you not stop? Like, I'm like, yeah, bus drivers, y'all are either blind or you guys just don't need to be bus drivers. I'm saying, like, y'all got some, like, I don't know, some Stevie Wonders or Ray Charles stuff type going on. Like, you are legit blind. How do you not see a dark African American male in broad daylight running to a bus stop? I had to. My thing is like, why? All right, so if he's seen me running, why would I turn around if I was already walking down a street and all of a sudden he appears, our visions cross, and well, my vision, because I don't know about his vision, at least with my vision, my thing is like, I turned around and ran down the street that he was going down to catch the bus, and I was literally 15 feet. I was like walking at this point, and he just still kept on going. I'm looking at him like, why are you still going? Like, you did not just see me. So I stood there. My thing is like, okay, so maybe if I stand here, he would see me. No, he just still kept on driving down the street. And I'm like, you are retarded. Seriously, something is wrong with them bus drivers, man. I'm like, I'm sorry for my language, but I'm like, nah, man, something's seriously wrong with you. If you just seen a whole person, it wasn't like I was a speck. I am a 5'8", 130-pound African American, dark. I'm like in probably the top like 100 people of like darkness. Okay, I am serious. I am one of the most darkest people out there. Especially if it's all sunny and then I get like all tan looking and stuff. Now I'm gonna be even more dark. So my thing is like, you had to see me. You had to at least seen the shoes. Okay, look up Yacht Club Vans. And I'm telling you, if you don't see those shoes or the person that's wearing the shoes, like, my thing is like, once you see them shoes, you have to see the person wearing them shoes. So I'm like, bro, I don't understand, like, how do you not see me? Like, I'm confused on that. So, but no, let's talk about some other occasions where this happened. Probably the one that really made me upset, like, this would probably be second to the other one that made me upset. But the one that made me upset, and I wasn't even trying to catch the bus, it was this old dude that was trying to catch this bus. So this bus, like, yeah, it runs every 10 minutes. So I'm like, it wasn't like, the old dude could have waited. It wasn't that long of a wait. But you can see he was like running, but he couldn't run that fast because the dude's like, he probably could have been like maybe 70 pushing 80 or something like that. So he's like running as fast as he possibly could. So I get up because I'm sitting down waiting for my bus. So once when I seen him and noticed, I hurry up and ran to the bus driver and start banging on the door. I'm like, hey, this old dude want to get on the bus. He's all like, oh, I'm late. I'm like, I don't care. Like, open up the door. This old dude wants to get on the bus. He's like, I'm late, I have to go. I'm like, bro, all you have to do is open up the door. That's it. That's all that you have to do. You don't gotta do nothing else. You ain't waiting for nobody besides an old person. He is literally standing right here. And he's all like, oh no, I'm late. I'm like, and then just drove off. See, it's that type of stuff where I'm like, God did the right thing on not giving us superpowers, or at least not allowing, like, if we do have superpowers, he made it super super difficult to us for us to figure out that we do have superpowers. Because guaranteed, if I had like some like super strength or something, I most likely would have flipped that bus over with everybody inside and wouldn't have cared. Not at all. So that's why I'm like, it's probably best that we don't have superpowers, because he definitely knew, like, when he allowed the person that created metro buses to be born into this world, he knew what the outcome was. When that man or woman, whoever created metro buses, he knew that person was going to probably, they were going to be their workers. The bus driver, like the man that created, or the woman that created metro buses, they knew that the bus driver was like, I'm still upset. I don't even know what words I'm trying to say. All I know is that God knew what was going to happen. So it's like, that's why it's probably best that we don't have superpowers. But I'm like, bro, I don't understand this. Like, this has been other occasions too where I'm like, it'll be right after work, see the bus driver. There was like one time though, I remember I beat the bus driver to the bus stop because it was like raining outside and there was a little traffic, but still. I'm like, my thing is like, bro, if you know I'm going to have to be, and I'm like, that's where I'm all like, oh, because they're in the middle of the street. They're all like, I'm going to get in trouble. I remember one bus driver, they did that. I was literally right there looking at the bus driver, knocked on the door and said, hey, I'm here. You know, I'm sorry I couldn't make it and things, but that's what happens when you have to literally walk to, that's what I'm like, nah, these bus drivers need to, like, it needs to be a road reverse situation where it's like, they're like, you know, they're the passengers trying to get onto the bus, because no, they're gonna have that same equal anger. So I know that there's been times when bus drivers, they were all like, oh, you trying to get me in trouble. No, I'm trying to go home. Forget your job, bro. I'm like, oh, you guys, my thing is like, nah, bro, it's like, if you can't open up the door, then why are you a bus driver? That's my question. I'm like, literally, your job is to take people back and forth to places. So you deny a person that service because what? They're a minute late? Okay, wait like 5 minutes. Wait 10 minutes. I don't understand. My thing is like, why are bus drivers, once when it gets to that point where the thing, like, because they'll have like, at some places, they'll have it where it says like, oh, bus driver is due. So the dumb part about it, what I don't understand, is that they will take their time getting there. And there's been times where it's like, the thing would say like, oh, 194 or something, like, you know, just a random bus number. They'll just be like, 194 is, like, they'll say like 5 minutes until they show up, 2 minutes until they show up, and then they'll get down to where it says due. So when it gets to that point, tell me why there's some bus drivers that will literally take minutes. They will take like 5 minutes, the length of a song, like, and I'm saying like an old 2000 song, like 3-4 minutes. They will take that time, okay, to wait and things for whatever reason. But then when they drive to the area to pick up like the passengers, so the way that this transit center is set up at where I live, so they have it where the buses will be on the left side, like waiting or on break or whatever and stuff. So there'll be times when bus drivers, they go use the bathroom, or they might be going into a locker. I don't know. They're doing something. Or they might be on the bus eating. And there's been times when bus drivers do that, and they will have that bus stinking. I'm like, bro, what kind of food are you eating? Is that even edible, bro? Like, nah, man, that smells like freaking salad dressing and Windex. I'm like, and then like manure. I'm like, bro, what are you eating? That does not smell normal. But anyways, so the transit center, so they'll have it where the bus drivers and the buses are all on the left side, just, you know, chilling and things. And then the passengers would be on the right side of the transit center, not like Well, see, because there's a parking ride, so there's like the transit center area is like where you would see the passengers standing on like one side, and then there's buses on the other. So the passengers they're standing on the side. So buses, in order to get to them, some buses all they literally have to do is just drive like straight into there, and then they pick them up. But how I catch the bus, so the bus you will see the bus like chilling on the left side, and then they have to like drive out, circle around, and then pick us up. So my thing is like they will be sitting there, so that thing was like be long overdue. They'll just sit there and be waiting. And there's been times where it's been like cold outside. And my thing is like, and then on top of that, then there's been times when bus drivers have been late. So you're literally waiting there for like 20 minutes, waiting, and then you're waiting for another 20 minutes. There's been times I remember when the bus driver where they would be late. And so the thing will count down saying like 20 minutes and then it'll get to due. So we're looking around like, okay, well, where is he? And then you look back up at the screen, then they're like 20 minutes has pretty much been added. I'm like, are you serious? Bro, it is cold out here. Like, I'm sorry, not everybody is fortunate to get a car and all this other stuff. Because my thing is like, look, I want to be in a better like situation to when I like start focusing on the car. You know, I ain't trying to really have no car right now, mess around, get into a car accident, and it's like I literally have like no money to fix it and stuff. I'm like, you know, like my only source of income right now is YouTube. So I'm like, my thing is like, I'm like, you know, waiting until the time is right to like start focusing on the car and stuff. I'm like, I know if I were to get a car right now and I get in a car accident, I'm like, bro, that's some money coming out of my pocket. So I'm like, nah, I'm like, I'm fine. You know, I'm like, I don't mind catching the bus, but I'm like, at least if I'm going to be giving these guys some service, if I'm going to be paying them to take me back and forth to places, I expect you to be on time or to at least wait if you see me running. But don't be late in things, or it's like, I'm like, man, it's bus drivers, I'm telling you. And I know there's going to be people out there all like, oh, well, bus drivers, this, that, trying to defend them. And I'm like, okay, well, then you be in my situation and see once you be defending them. That's why one thing I really don't like when I'm like ranting about stuff, people always be so quick to defend the people that I'm ranting about. I'm like, why can I not just rant? I'm like, and then they turn around and they start ranting about. I'm telling you, next person that does that to me when I rant about something, oh, I cannot wait for the day when something happens to them. I'm like, oh, well, you should have, you know, that's on you. That's not their fault. Like, I'm seriously, I'm just gonna, I don't even care what the situation is. I'm gonna defend them. I'm like, see, you see how that feels, right? You see how it feels when you're upset and things. Because no, I remember there was a point in time where, so this was on me and stuff, but there have been times where this store that I would go to, they've been forgotten to like put our bag in like a grocery cart or something like that. So anyways, I thought I had accidentally had left I thought that they had forgot to put some of my food in the cart. So it turns out it was in my mom's car at the time and things. But this is I think this is like while I was in high school, or maybe like a little after I had graduated. I think this was after I had graduated. But regardless, so anyways, so I was all like, I went on to like social media and things and posted about it because I thought, so I was like, I didn't even bother to check the trunk of my mom's car. So like I said, I thought, because I'm all like, you know, they do stuff like this all the time. So I had thought that it was the store. And I'm like, bro. So I went on social media and started ranting about it. And there's like people that I went to school with that's all like, it's not, you should have been the one checking. I'm like, I should have been the one checking. So I'm like, okay, so, you know, you're right on that. I should have been the one checking. But if you seriously had got hired to be a bag boy, how can you forget? Because like I said, this ain't, you know, this has happened before where they forgotten to put like the bag and stuff. I remember they did like at Walmart one time, they forgot to put, I think it was like multiple bags in my mom's cart. And there people are like, and yeah, there's people are like, oh, well, you should have checked all your stuff. Do you really think, okay, if I had put all this, because I'm like, you guys must have forgot how the whole like shopping process like works and stuff. So for grocery stores, let me just explain to you guys, for those that have never been to grocery stores. So usually you will get a cart. you will put your food or items, whatever you're getting, you will put it in that cart. Sometimes they have baskets, in case you're just taking a little small trip up there and stuff. But you will have a cart. You will put the stuff in the cart. Then you go up to the cashiers, and they got this little treadmill-like thing on this counter. So you put your items on there. Treadmill thing starts moving. They scan the food or items, and then they put it in the bag. So the bag boy, that's where his job comes into play. All he has to do is grab the bag, put it back in the cart. Grab the bag, put it back in the cart. I'm thinking in my head, like, how can that be a hard job? Seriously, I'm like, and I remember, I think I said something along those lines, and yeah, there was like literally people that I went to school with that was arguing with me about me ranting about that stuff. There was actually, I think, one girl, she unfriended me over it. I'm like, something's wrong with y'all, because I'm like, you guys most likely be arguing and ranting about the same thing, and I'm like, and I can't wait for the day. I'm like, oh, well, that's just, it should have been on you. You should have been the one change. I am that type of guy, though. I would have to say I do kind of have like an angry side to me, or I will hold a grudge to a certain extent, because I'm like, you do all this defending and stuff, but wait until it happens to you. But anyways, yeah, Metro bus drivers, I think they're blind. Something's just not right with them. It's like, I just don't understand how you'll see a whole person running for the bus. That's why when you see like splatters of stuff like that be on the side of the bus, that's most likely somebody throwing their drink or something at the bus, because I'm like, you guys seen me. There's going to be a day where they're going to come across like some Olympic track star, and that guy's going to literally, or woman, they're going to run all the way to that bus stop, the next one, and probably punch that. I'm telling you, if I was in an Olympic track, that's what I need to start doing. I just need to start, like, running more, and eventually get to like the speed of a bus, because I'm telling you, I'll do that, I'll run all the way to the next bus, and I'll seriously get in that bus driver's face and be like, so you ain't seen me running for this bus? I'm like, especially when I was just at that last bus stop, you gonna keep on driving? And I'm like, yeah, no, that's some type of stuff you gotta get into a person's face over and let them know, like, hey, I'm a human being running for a bus. If you can't see that, you shouldn't be a bus driver. So I'm just saying. So if y'all want to go ahead and get upset, go ahead and do that. I don't care. But hey, that's just how I feel. So anyways, I will talk to you now. The rant is over. I'm not really hearing about nobody defending no Metro bus drivers. I'm like, that's how I feel. Y'all saying something ain't gonna change how I feel. So this has happened to me numerous times. I'm tired of it. So anyways, I will talk to you guys. And I'm pretty sure there's multiple people that can relate to the same problem. So, but yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, like, subscribe. If you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe however it's set up. I got merch out for my brand Wastelanders and for myself, TMossBoss. So merch also will be coming out from my other channels, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.